If you're watching this, congratulations. You've survived every pandemic, war, and awkward Tinder date in human history, only to be deleted by a cosmic vacuum cleaner. In the next 15 minutes, we're going to watch Earth get turned into a long, tragic noodle. We'll see the oceans leave without saying goodbye, the moon shatter like a cheap plate, and the sun gets siphoned off like gas from a stolen car. It's the ultimate guide to your final 15 minutes of existence, where gravity breaks the laws of physics and your credit score finally becomes irrelevant. Welcome to the end of everything. Don't bother subscribing. There won't be an internet in 10 minutes. It's a Tuesday. You're worried about your credit score, that weird mole on your shoulder, and why your ex liked your photo from 2014. You know, the usual human nonsense. But while you're debating if oat milk is actually a scam, the universe has decided to unsubscribe you from existing. A black hole has just entered our solar system. It's not personal. The cosmos is just messy like that. Meet Dr. Reese. He's the first to notice that Neptune is missing, not lost behind a planet missing, more like erased from the cosmic spreadsheet missing. Initially, he thinks it's a software glitch or a very specific prank by his interns. It isn't. It's a primordial black hole, and it's heading toward Earth like a hungry teenager toward a fridge at midnight. Now, you might think, how big is this thing? Well, if it's the mass of the Earth, the actual event horizon, the point of no return, is only about the size of a penny. Cute, right, wrong. It's a penny that weighs 6 sextillion tons. It's the ultimate small but spicy package. It doesn't need to be big to ruin your weekend. It just needs to exist. The government finally breaks the news. They use words like gravitational anomaly and unprecedented orbital shift. Translated from politician to English, that means we are incredibly screwed. And no, your insurance doesn't cover spaghettification. The internet reacts predictably, 40%. Panic, 50% memes. And 10% people complaining that the black hole is a distraction from the upcoming election. As the black hole passes the moon, which, by the way, it just swallowed like a popcorn kernel, Earth's gravity starts getting creative. You might find yourself suddenly able to dunk a basketball like Michael Jordan, followed immediately by being pinned to the floor by an invisible elephant. The laws of physics are basically terms and conditions that the universe is currently clicking update on without reading. Remember the moon's effect on tides? Imagine that, but on steroids and caffeine. The ocean doesn't just rise. It gets pulled toward the black hole with the enthusiasm of a dog seeing a squirrel. Coastal cities are deleted. If you always wanted a beachfront property in Kansas, congratulations. You have 5 minutes to enjoy it before the water arrives. Our atmosphere is held down by Earth's gravity. But now there's a much more attractive gravity in town. The air starts thinning out. It's like being at the top of Mountain Everest, except you're just standing in a Starbucks parking lot. Breathing becomes a luxury service. If you haven't invested in an oxygen tank, now would be a great time to regret your life choices. Here's the part you've been waiting for: spaghettification. It sounds like a fun Italian dinner, but it's actually a nightmare. Because gravity is stronger at your feet than at your head, your body starts to stretch. You become a human noodle, long, thin, and surprisingly aerodynamic. You'll finally be as tall as you claimed to be on your Tinder profile, just before you're shredded into subatomic particles. General relativity kicks in. As you get closer to the black hole, time for you slows down relative to the rest of the universe. To an observer on Mars, you disappear in a flash. To you, you get to experience the agony of your molecules being ripped apart in slow motion. It's the ultimate. This meeting could have been an email feeling, but it lasts forever. You've crossed it. The event horizon, This is the cosmic no-refund zone. Not even light can escape. At this point, even if you had a rocket with infinite fuel, you're moving toward the center. The math says there is no out anymore. Out is now a direction that no longer exists in your reality. Hope you brought a book. Inside the Earth, things are getting spicy. Our planet's core, the spinning iron ball that gives us our magnetic field, is feeling the black hole's pull. It's trying to leave. Imagine the Earth as a giant chocolate lava cake, and someone just started squeezing it from the top. The pressure has nowhere to go but out. Every dormant volcano just hit the snooze button for the last time, since the crust is stretching. The magma underneath is throwing a house party. If you lived near a volcano, you're already toast. If you didn't, surprise, you do now. It's nature's way of saying, if I'm going down, I'm taking the upholstery with me. Remember the moon? That glowing nightlight we wrote poems about? It's gone. It reached the Roche limit, the cosmic do not cross line. The black hole's gravity literally pulled the moon apart. Now, Earth has a ring, just like Saturn, except ours is made of pulverized lunar dust and the remains of the Apollo landing sites. Very aesthetic, very deadly. All those satellites we launched for GPS and high-speed cat videos, they've been slingshot into deep space or sucked into the abyss. The internet is officially dead. This is arguably the greatest tragedy for the survivors, who now have to experience the end of the world without being able to tweet about how much it sucks. The sky isn't blue anymore. Without an atmosphere to scatter sunlight, it's just a void. You can see the stars and the sun at the same time. It would be romantic if you weren't currently suffering from acute hypoxia and boiling blood. Life tip: don't hold your breath. Your lungs would actually explode. Tectonic plates usually move at the speed your fingernails grow. Now, they're moving at the speed of a getaway car. California is currently visiting Japan. Africa is merging with Europe. We've finally achieved world peace, because everyone is physically being crushed into the same landmass. You can't hear sound in space, but you can definitely hear the Earth's crust snapping. It's a low-frequency groan that you feel in your teeth. It's the sound of 4 billion years of geology saying, "I'm tired, boss." Even the sun is starting to notice. It's the heavyweight champion of the solar system, but it just met its match. The black hole is starting to siphon gas off the sun's surface. It's like a cosmic vampire straw, drinking the very thing that kept us warm. The solar system is now the solar suggestion. Gravity is so warped that the planets are missing their cues. Jupiter is drifting off into the dark, and Mars is suddenly our next-door neighbor. It's the most chaotic celestial divorce in history, and the lawyers are all dead. As the black hole eats the moon and our atmosphere, it forms an accretion disk. It's the brightest thing you'll never see because your eyes would melt instantly. It's basically a cosmic garbage disposal running at the speed of light. Friction turns your old Honda Civic and the neighbor's cat into X-rays. It's not just you, it's everything we built. Imagine the Empire State Building being pulled like warm saltwater taffy. Buildings don't just fall, they stretch. Steel beams turn into thin wires, and glass becomes shimmering ribbons. It's a bad day for architecture, but great for fans of abstract art. Your apartment just got 5 miles of vertical space, right before its atoms file for divorce. Space-time is being shaken like a rug at a crime scene. These are gravity waves. As they pass through you, you distort. 1 second wide as a bus, the next thin as a toothpick. It's a funhouse mirror reality with no exit. Your nervous system is trying to process up and down, changing places every millisecond. It's the ultimate workout that absolutely no one survived. Earth finally hits its breaking point. The tidal forces are now stronger than the chemical bonds holding the rocks together. Massive fissures rip across continents as the planet is yanked into directions at once. If you wanted to travel the world, you're finally doing it at 10,000 miles per hour toward a very dark and very hungry destination. This is the last sunset, but it's not the sun dipping below the horizon. It's the Earth's crust being peeled away to reveal the angry magma beneath. Everything is turning a haunting, electric blue because you're falling at relativistic speeds. It's beautiful in an everything I love is becoming radiation kind of way. Don't bother with a selfie. Your phone is already a metallic pancake. Here's a fun thought. The information paradox. There's a chance your genetic code and that cringy thing you said in 3rd grade will be encoded onto the event horizon forever. You're not just dying, you're being archived in the universe's most crowded hard drive. You'll be a cosmic monument of oops, etched into the fabric of space-time until the end of time itself. Our air is having a crisis as gas molecules are sucked in. They collide so violently they strip away each other's electrons. The sky begins to glow with an eerie, ghost-like purple light. You're essentially living inside a giant neon sign that says absolute extinction. It would be a great light show if the heat wasn't currently turning your body into ionized soup. Mars just got evicted. The black hole's gravity acted like an invisible slingshot, flinging the red planet into the interstellar dark. It didn't even bother to eat it. It just tossed it away like trash. Mars is now a rogue planet, destined to wander the freezing void for trillions of years without a sun. It's the ultimate cosmic ghosting. Welcome to the photon sphere. Here, gravity is so intense that light orbits in a perfect circle. If you looked straight ahead, you'd see the back of your own head. It's the universe's most depressing mirror. You can finally see if that haircut was actually as bad as you feared. Spoiler, it was. But luckily, your eyes are about to be fried by radiation anyway. The sun is officially being dismantled. The black hole is peeling away its layers like an orange, spinning the solar hydrogen into a massive ribbon of fire. The solar system is out of batteries. The engine of our lives has been turned into a long, spiraling snack for a point of infinite nothingness, a very dramatic end for a very average star. And then, the silence. Sound needs a medium like air, but the atmosphere is gone. The most violent destruction in history is now happening in total, eerie stillness. You could scream, but your vocal cords are now subatomic threads. It's just the cold, indifferent math of general relativity playing out in the dark. No music, no crying, just quiet. The black hole is on a slow timer. Thanks to Hawking radiation, it's slowly evaporating. But don't wait up. It will take more years than there are atoms in the universe to disappear. By then, all stars will be dead and the universe will be cold. Your credit card debt is officially the only thing that didn't survive this long. Everything we were, the Great Wall, every best boss mug, and the entire internet, is now compressed into a single point of infinite density. This is the ultimate file compression. The universe doesn't care about your achievements. It only cares about mass, charge, and spin. We've been simplified. We are no longer a species. We are just cosmic bookkeeping. Zoom out, and this whole catastrophe is invisible to a galaxy with billions of stars. The disappearance of our tiny blue pebble is less than a footnote. It's not even a glitch. It's just a Tuesday. Other civilizations are out there right now, worrying about their own taxes. The universe is remarkably good at moving on without us. What did we learn? Mostly that gravity is a jerk. But look on the bright side. For a few terrifying seconds, you were part of the most interesting event in this quadrant for 1 billion years. You witnessed the literal breaking of reality. That's a cool way to go out, assuming you don't mind being turned into a noodle. And just like that, the Earth is gone. No more wars, no more taxes, no more TikTok dances. Just a very heavy, very silent penny floating in the void. On the bright side, you don't have to worry about that mole on your shoulder anymore. It's been converted into pure energy. See, everything works out in the end.